To the Necessary Unnecessary podcast. I'm your host, Nip Swag. This is your host,
Frisco
in the building, and we have a very necessary guest in the building today.
Boss Lady Ace in the building.
Boss Lady Ace.
Bosses.
She's
Big
already
bosses.
been giving me a hard time since she got in the door. So this is going to be
Very unnecessary with this bubble coat.
yeah,
there it is.
And she's still on my neck, so this finna be that kind of show. So let's go. You feel me? We finna talk about the qualifications of a boss chick. So we gonna let Boss Lady Ace?
Oh, you want to start with me?
Yeah, you Boss Lady Ace. Who better to tell us the qualifications of a boss chick?
I mean, a lot of people kind of come to me and ask me, how do I get in the position that I get in? Sometimes you have to lose a lot to be able to be in the position that you're in as a boss. So it takes a lot of falls. It takes a lot of picking yourself back up. It takes a lot of grinding. And then really not really depending on too many people. You got to learn to depend on yourself as you move along out here, because trust me, there's so many snakes in the grass. There's so many snakes in the grass. But, and then you got to make a lot of sacrifices. You know, a lot of those sacrifices meaning family, friends. So, but I mean, it's really up to the person if they're willing to take those sacrifices to be in the boss position.
So what's the definition of a boss?
Definition of a boss. You got to really be bold. You got to be humble. And you got to be patient as a boss. Be honest with you. Because everything don't come to you all at once. You know, everything is like a stepping process. I haven't gained everything in my life just off of overnight. It took a lot. And it took a lot of patience and being humble with it, even though I had some doubts. But being in the position I'm in today, knowing the people that I know today, it's like, man, when you look back at everything, you just be like, I really went through a lot to get to where I'm at today. So it's just, you just really got to be humble, you know what I'm saying, as a boss. And you can't be out here and be a boss and downplay people. You can't be out here and be selfish. You can't be greedy, because trust and believe, we all be on top for a minute, but as soon as you start acting like that, you lose everything.
Humble.
So tell me, can you be a leader without being a boss? And can you be a boss without being a leader?
I'm going to be honest with you.
You gotta be a leader.
You have to be a leader. You got some people out here call themselves bosses, but they're not in position of leadership.
Right.
They're being led by somebody else, and then you got to sit back and look at them like, you ain't no boss for real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you really not no leader, because if you was, you'll really be taking on a lot of tasks yourself rather than taking on orders from somebody else.
Because I done had quote-unquote bosses at jobs, you know what I mean? I be looking at them bozos like, you are a schmuck. But that's my boss, though, you know.
No, that's not your boss.
Technically, people call it, you know what I mean?
So this is what you do, and this is what
your supervisor, your manager, or whatever you want to call it.
That's a different type of boss.
Yeah, but even with those type of jobs, this is what I used to do. When I used to work warehouses and retail and stuff like that, I used to have those type of bosses. But you know what I did? I literally bust my behind to move up ranks so I could be your boss.
Well, tell us about the road to Boston.
It's just all about, just like I said, just taking those levels. You got to put in the work. Oh, my road.
Yeah, to Boston.
Let me see. It's a lot to that.
Well, summarize it.
Don't you have your own entertainment company?
So I have
Let's talk about that.
definitely.
We want to hear about working at the Dollar General to...
I cannot.
I've never worked at no Dollar General ever in my life.
McDonald's.
You would have never saw my face.
Bosses gotta start somewhere.
I did. I started at McDonald's at 12 years old.
Okay.
That was my first job, was McDonald's.
At 12?
At 12.
Was it in Mexico?
No, it was not.
It was in the South, wasn't it?
It was up north.
Oh.
You know, you was able to
Can't
get
even get a work permit in California.
Okay,
You
baby.
know.
You gotta be about 16. But no, let's talk
Working
about
under the table at McDonald's.
crazy.
Just let me hold the
I could not with you.
But it's all about hustles, you know.
Right.
Like
Yeah,
I was 12, and you know, my mother at the time, she was struggling, you know, trying to pay bills and take care of 4 children at the time. So it was more like I had to go get a job for myself.
You from Brooklyn, right?
Yeah.
Brooklyn. That New York hustle is way different than any
Way,
other hustle.
way different,
You know
yes.
what I mean? Because it's like 6 billion people standing on top of each other, reaching for the same dollar, right?
No, we all reaching for the stars.
Okay.
It's not about the dollar, it's about the stars. It's about, see, being in Brooklyn, when growing up in Brooklyn, you're taught to be a boss. So the people that you look up to are, you know, your local drug dealers, your local pimps, you got some gangsters. But look at all of them. All of them live in big penthouses. Some walking around with fur coats, nice suits, driving nice whips. So that's our dream. I want to be in that same position, you know. So the first thing we're told is the grind. So if we got to go get a little job at 10, 11, or 12 years old, we're going to do that. Some might end up taking the other turn of selling drugs on the block, and that's their way up. But it's just the lifestyle is kind of different because you're forced to grow up fast at an early age, rather than other states, you know, you really grow up like at 16, 17 years old. But no, like out there in Brooklyn, you're forced to grow up at 9, 10 years old.
So tell me this.
That's crazy.
What do you think about the difference between a legal boss and a legitimate boss?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, both is bosses to me because
What you talking about? Like some Nino Brown? What are them type of bosses?
Yes.
You're so dramatic.
El Chapo.
El Chapo body.
I mean, you gotta understand. Like during my lifetime and my lifestyle, in the music and outside the music, I've came across a lot of, you know, those particular type bosses that you're talking about, and I'm talking about female wise. We ain't talking about like no big time men boss. I'm talking about some real
Griselda.
from Salvador type women that's right now doing major prison time, but they really was on top of their stuff. You know what I'm saying? They had to take over the family business.
And I grew up around a lot of bosses, illegitimate, illegal bosses, and I, you know, on top, had everything you could ever think of. But then I was able to sit back and see how their story ended or unfolded. You know what I mean? And I'm like, you know, I could take away from that, but I don't want to do that, though.
It's like you have to look at it like this. It's only going to be so good for so long before you end up losing everything. Because it's like some people just be like, okay, I want to do stuff legally. It's cool starting off, but it still ain't going to get you nowhere in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to be some illegal stuff you're going to have to do to get in certain positions that you need to do. You know, rigging some contracts and moving some stuff around. So, you know, like everything is not always legal. Our government don't do stuff legal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They do stuff illegally too. So it's like with us, we have to, in order for us to have the lifestyle we want, there's going to be certain stuff that you might not want to do, but it's all about taking risks. You got to be willing to take that risk. And it's just, I feel like if people really is able to live life on the edge and take risks, they'll be further than what they are now.
I'm glad you said taking risks, because I was on your page yesterday and you was posting somebody about taking somebody in. And
I can't do
I figured you wanted the world to know.
What
since
man?
You posted that. I don't know, but you was like, sis.
I did not see
get
that
your
one.
homie in.
I
You
did
posted her
I did
picture
not
up, and
see
I was
that.
like, oh no, what's going on?
First of all, okay. First of all, let me tell you something. One thing about me, and this is what comes with the boss role.
Okay.
I will go so far and so long without saying anything. I will sit back, I'll watch stuff play out. I'll sit back, I'll hear stuff, I won't say anything. I won't respond to text messages, I don't respond to threats. So when things started becoming persistent, and then now I start seeing a lot of shadiness coming out my way more, now it's like I gotta speak on it. So what you saw was basically like me putting the person out there, like, look, you're coming out desperate. Nobody really is dealing with you because you're not paying nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to be focused on your rent, where you going to live at. You need to be focused on stop sending messages from an email and go get your phone on. So it's just more like, now I need to sit up here and say all this for months, but now I'm going to speak on it. You know, you so much worrying about everything else and trying to pull in something, and you can't even get a movie and a project going because you're not focused. And that's the reason why, like I said, like being a boss, sometimes you got to sit back and just watch things and let stuff play out. But sometimes you're going to have to just go in and speak your mind at one time and just leave it.
Because sometimes you gotta pop out with shoulders.
You got to. Shoot. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and then it's crazy because it's like, I'm not the only one around you or been around you in your circle that's feeling the same way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's just that I'm more bold enough to go ahead and say something because I'm tired of fakeness.
I mean, I always am fascinated and intrigued by the outage on the internet, you know.
Yeah.
I always am, you know. It's your page, you can post what you. It's your page, and you can post what you.
Yeah,
want to
but what the
post
world
what you-
is doing is a lot of people takes to the internet too much.
Right.
Like everybody's taking
So-
to the internet too much about their problems, their issues, and stuff like that. And then when stuff get around, it's like, oh man, I regret for putting that out there. I'm not that type of person. Because if I put it out there, I'm putting it out there. There's no
Right.
regrets behind it. But I'm going to do it one time only, and then I'm gonna keep it pushing. I'm gonna move around.
I'm the type of person that if I post you on the internet, I'm gonna pull up on you next. So I'm not gonna post you on the internet because then they know I pulled up.
How
On
about we
you.
just not post
But
it? How about we just not post on the internet?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
But you don't have to pull up on
If
nobody.
somebody posts me up on the internet, I'm not finna make a response or a reply. I know where you be at. I'll pull up.
But that's the thing.
Uh-huh.
I'm not hiding from nobody.
Right.
I don't gotta hide from
I mean,
nobody.
I feel like there's an open invitation. I'll be like, oh.
It is. Like,
Yeah.
I post flyers up for a reason. I drop my location for a reason. Mm-hmm. I'm not
We
hiding
round.
from nobody.
We round.
So speaking of dropping locations,
Uh-oh.
what do you do? We haven't talked about that. Like, we didn't talk about that. So, boss lady, I'm telling the people, what do you do?
I do a lot, actually.
Tell them about your entertainment company.
that you
I'm actually a PR. So I do PR work for celebrities throughout the United States. And I started off managing artists, but I had retired from that last year because it was just becoming too stressful. 15 years in the game, and all you're doing was dealing with spoiled artists. So I'm a radio personality for a major radio station, Power 104.9, and I'm an actress. I'm a content creator. It's just out there. It's like a long list. I do marketing.
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I just turned
It's party
26.
tonight. Oh, see?
Oh,
a young
baby.
boss.
Yeah, youngster.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's the third world.
She was like, yeah, that's what she I got you.
Yeah, you're supposed to agree to it. Yeah, I'm 26. Just turned 26.
Okay.
The new 26.
I mean, whatever age you want to be, people are identifying as all kind of stuff.
I can't-
If you want to identify as a 26-year-old Marilyn Monroe, then you go.
No, 26.
Go off.
First of all, Marilyn Monroe didn't look this flawless.
Oh.
Thank you very
She did when
much.
she was over the thing with the...
But she ain't had no ass.
Oh. You couldn't tell in that big old dress. Ask Kennedy in there.
I cannot.
What you mean, ask Kennedy? Kennedy is in the grave. I'm gonna ask him.
Both of them in the damn grave.
Right? Like, are we using a stethoscope or something like that?
I can't with y'all.
We're gonna go back in time. You got a Back to the Future type whip outside or something?
If I had a DeLorean outside, I
You
would
know
be
what?
in it
Yeah.
right now.
You be a boss in a DeLorean.
Facts.
I seen one in New York in Times Square.
You know what?
I
Anyway.
promise you I did.
Anyway, back to what I was talking about.
Right, because I was going to ask you a question.
Yes.
So, I see the ring on your finger. So, are you married, engaged? And if you are, is your significant other also a boss? And if not so much, are you more of the boss? You know what I mean? And how does that work in your relationship? Because some men have a problem with women being a boss.
There's a lot of men that has a problem with it.
I was just trying to give them the benefit to say some. I wasn't going to say a lot.
No, there's a lot.
I'm just
That's the
saying
reason why it becomes hard.
Right.
No, I'm not married. I'm not engaged. The ring is just the show. It's for show. The show I'm taking.
Gotcha.
By Jesus.
Hallelujah.
No, by the game. I got you. You're so crazy.
And the person I deal with, he is a boss. He's actually on a way more higher level out of the line of business that I'm in. So, and that's really all I deal with all my life is boss men. I really don't deal with nothing less than that because it's hard.
And I was going to say that, though, because a lot of boss chicks are alone.
Yeah.
That's why
You know what I mean? So that's
And it's
what
not
I'm
by choice. It's really not by choice. It's just the fact is, it's like, it's hard to find somebody that can match you, that can match the energy, the concept of what both y'all want in life. What are y'all trying to build towards? You know what I'm saying? A lot of these men nowadays, when they see a boss woman, especially here in Atlanta, we more so get the men like, oh, she got this, so this is my easy way ticket to go ahead, and I could move into this big house with her, and then I know she's going to spend money on me, and then she's going to do this, and it's like, no, that's not the picture. Like, why we can't come together and work together to build and make more money? You know what I'm saying? Why is it that I have to be somebody's sugar mama or a puma? You know, like, it becomes very, very irritating. And then it's like, then you got these men that work 9 to 5 jobs, and it's like, they want their woman all at home all day, every day.
Oh no.
Most
can't
of
even
us
afford it.
at all.
Right. I think that I hear that a lot, and I hear people say, "Oh, well, they should lower their criteria, and they should this, that, and the third." I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't agree with a lot of stuff though, because everything is so generalized. They generalize everything. You know what I mean? And I think each thing is specific to each person, and we place too much weight on people's what's and not their who.
That's a good one, but you also need to know what your worth is.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because if you worth this much, then when it comes to dating, you're going to get that much. If you worth this much and that's how you feel, is that okay? I can't get nobody better. I can't date somebody that's bigger than me. Then you're going to be stuck with somebody lesser than you. It might be a homeless person living on the block.
Oh
But
Lord,
all I'm saying is worth is not
Yeah.
solely determined on income.
It's not about the income.
Okay.
It's about the building
Mentality.
and the
Well, I
mentality
just
and
said
stuff
that
like that.
people shouldn't
But that's what I
lessen their
said. That,
criteria
but that,
to.
and
you
I
know what
agree
mean?
with you, and I said that's a
But
good
you gonna
one.
say it, but though, like, because everything you say before, but though, because you just want to argue, I think.
Who arguing?
It's like, it's not an argument. I'm telling you the facts. This is what it is.
There's no
How you gonna
argument
agree
to it.
with me in a disposition of? I'm just saying though.
That's not it. I'm still agreeing with you. I'm still agreeing, but I'm adding on to what you said. Basically, like, is that too, but also a person needs to know their worth also.
Okay. Biggest boss you know.
The biggest boss I know?
Yep.
Woo-wee. Jay-Z.
Jay-Z. Fakest boss you know.
Damn. Damn.
I gotta put that out there.
No.
He wants you to
You
be
said
like,
you
no,
was with, you
I'ma
feel
still
me?
put it out. Boosie.
oh, damn. Oh, God. Let me get some
Badass.
water.
Yeah, that's the fakest boss out there.
Female boss.
I would say Taylor Swift. It's the
You
female boss.
met Taylor.
Yeah,
The Swifties.
she got a lot going on outside of music. No, she has a lot going on outside of music because of the fact, like
what? For real though.
Because we don't know anything about
I
Taylor.
promise you, if it wasn't for Kanye, I wouldn't know who Taylor Swift
Who was Taylor Swift?
are you serious?
Yes.
Before he
Yes.
got up there and said, "Excuse me, Taylor."
Yes. You didn't know
I
who she
never
was
heard her
before
name
Kanye
before.
said anything.
No, I knew she was before
People
Kanye.
did, because she was up there winning the Grammy.
She
but I didn't
was.
know who she was until he said, "Excuse me, Taylor."
Right. I didn't know who she was.
And I mean,
Because I have children, so my now 19-year-old daughter.
Wait. Oh, gotcha.
That was her favorite artist was Taylor Swift. But you know what? Stop counting on your
babies
hands.
have babies.
Listen, that's why I said, wait. Oh, I got it. All right. I'm with you, girl. Her
Throw
daughter.
it on yourself. I ain't,
Whatever.
somebody gotta do it.
Somebody got to do it. I hate you.
But
So-
but Taylor Swift do more than music.
Like what?
She's feeding. She goes across seas. She's out there helping out. Right now, she's actually helping out with Israel, by helping with the children, because a lot of children are coming up killed and
Displaced.
murdered and displaced and stuff like that. So she's been out there helping out with that. She actually funded Israel on a lot of things. She's funding a lot of programs in Africa too. And then she got a couple businesses out there in London. So, when I say that she's the number one female boss, that's what I mean, because it's like she's giving back to the world outside of music. You know what I'm saying? And she's not selfish with her money. She's not stingy. She's really trying to help out communities. She's trying to help out families. And then she's also invested with the animals. You know what I'm saying? So like the whales, basically. So it's like, you know, there's a lot of things that she does that a lot of people that's in the music industry don't do.
Facts.
All right, Boss Lady Ace. Picture me this, if you will.
I'm picturing.
You walking through Tompkins. You walking through Marcy. A 10-year-old little girl walks up to you and she say, Boss Lady Ace, I want to be a boss when I grow up. What should I do?
In that voice?
Yeah.
Really? I don't think she's going to talk like that either.
Right.
Especially not no Marcy.
Yo, Boss Lady Ace, I want to be a boss when I grow up.
And
How do I do that?
That's how she's going to talk, because she's not going to talk that proper. Basically, I would just tell her, keep dreaming big. And whatever it is that she wants to be when she grow up, just make sure she go hard for it. And work hard to get there. And don't never let nobody stop her. Because I had plenty of people sit up here and try to knock my dreams and tell me I wouldn't be able to, oh, you trying to get in the music industry, you're never going to make it. Or you're not going to be able to manage no artists. And you will never be a PR. And you will never meet celebrities. You will never be on tour. You will never hit big stages. I would never see a BT Awards. I would never see, it's like, y'all knocked my dreams for so many years. But I still took all that negativity and I changed it into something positive.
Use it as fuel.
Because like I said, I have children. So it's like,
Lightning fuel.
I want my children to be able to see what I'm doing and know that they can do the exact same thing too.
Okay. Boss Lady Ace, tell us your necessary and your unnecessary about being a boss.
You're so annoying.
Like Rick Ross. Boss.
I mean, the necessary part about it is, you know, like I said, just being humble, grinding hard, and just reaching for the star and go and get it. The unnecessary part about it is just don't fake your cars, don't fake your money, don't fake how you live, you know. Just
Don't be
really
a
just be
fake
you.
boss.
Yeah, don't be no fake one. Like, we don't like fake ones. Because I could peep them out real quick in a building. You know, I really don't like those. Those are the ones that be trying to shake my hand and stuff like, oh, hey, Boss Lady, I heard about you. Who told you about me?
Oh, no.
Like, how did you hear
What
about
sign
me?
are you, girl?
Capricorn.
It was just her birthday.
I had to just make sure because I felt the energy. I felt the Capricorn
Yeah, the
energy.
Capricorn season, man. You gotta
Can
go
you
there.
feel your necessary and unnecessary?
I'm about to feel it. So, my necessary about being a boss, definitely got to stay humble, and you have to be a leader for sure. You can't be a follower, definitely. Unnecessary.
No.
Oh shit! I was like the coat. The coat isn't necessary, but I'm sorry. All right, my unnecessary would be making sure. Oh well, also as a boss, unnecessary. You have to know how to take care of others. Also, definitely. Unnecessary, stingy bosses. Yeah, we don't like those.
What is your thumb in for? You looking for a ride? What is you doing?
He's so easy to mess with. I know he get on my damn
Bought you
nerves.
chicken.
I could step put one leg.
Some chicken
I could put one leg out.
and some Stella.
My necessary.
Child, I'm scared.
I think that bosses work with people, not for people. I think that a boss is about being in control of your own decisions, regardless of what they may bring. I think that what's necessary about being a boss is to be your own boss and to, follow your dreams, like you said earlier, and don't let nobody deter you from your dreams, because I done had plenty of dreams that came true, you know? That's that tune. I did.
Which one was that? When you clicked your heels?
Oh shit! Damn it!
It
Listen.
wasn't these ones. Because it is some places like home and better, so.
I hope so.
What's so unnecessary? Nippy swag.
Right.
Goldilocks over here is interrupting my necessary and unnecessary.
I mean, but you over here dressed look like Cameron.
And she been wanting the cap since we came. We finna be on Wild and Out.
Hey, we can do that.
I can't. I'm just over here chilling.
And looking beautiful.
Girl, you too, girl.
I mean, he looking handsome too.
Somebody needed to come.
If he take the Chicago hat off.
No, I'm not
He always actually
gonna
like
do
this girl.
anything
Always.
other than.
Okay, what's your unnecessary?
Right.
Yeah, we're trying to get there.
Exactly. My unnecessary is when you are in positions of power to abuse your authority. There are a lot of people who get in positions to, you know, tell you that we don't got no more ranch or we don't got no more chicken, and they just go far beyond.
How
the
did
way.
we get to Wendy's and McDonald's?
It be people, they get the littlest bit of power and they just, guess what? I got the power of the chicken. We don't have any more chicken, sir. What are you going to do now?
What, you went to churches and stuff?
Now, I've been a few places that was supposed to have something that I wanted and they didn't have it and they were very indignant about it.
Oh God. You know what? Boss Lady Ace, go ahead and let them know where they can catch you on your socials and on all that whatnot.
Y'all can go check me out on my YouTube, Nubian Guy Entertainment, LLC. You also can follow me on Instagram, Diamond_B86. TikTok, Diamond_B86. Facebook, Antoinette Tucker. Y'all check me out.
Check that out. And thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. Please like, share, comment on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, X,
Subscribe.
TikTok, subscribe, all the platforms.
Share.
And we out.
Hey, where's like the thing?
Hey, right.
Oh, we should have like out music,
No,
huh?
we don't need
Right.
Then we
That
could-
shit would be hard.
And then we could twerk at the end.
No, thank you.
Fact.